Welcome back to my channel. Thank you once again for tuning in. I hope you have subscribed. If you haven't, please subscribe. Like this video if you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, comments, or just showing some love, you can just pop those down in the comments below. So I thought I would just put up a video just sharing tips and tricks for how to maintain hair during winter, because obviously we want to keep it like nice and healthy and good looking in winter, so that by the time that spring comes, hey, we're popping, hey. Yeah, so I'm gonna basically base them around these three categories. So I believe that one of the important things in keeping healthy hair is your scalp. I've noticed a lot of the time, if this area of mine is dry, it's usually because my scalp is dry. So I know that if I keep this well maintained on the inside, everything else just looks nice, and remember that's where the hair starts growing from. So you want to make sure that is healthy, so that the hair can grow healthy. The second part is the tips ends. I believe that they should be trimmed regularly, and maybe not like every day or every second week, but the moment it's splitting, with my hair, it had like a lot of like knots that would form at the end, and every time I did anything like plait it or whatever, and when I would unplait, it just had these little things that just at the end, it didn't look nice. So a few days ago, I moisturized it, combed it out well, and then I just cut the ends. And it just makes hair look like nicer. The third thing is moisturizing. So I believe that you need to moisturize your hair. Just moisture is good, man. Think about your own skin. If it's dry, it looks dull and crusty. But when it's well moisturized with oils and shea butter stuff and all of that goodness, it glows and it looks beautiful. So think about your hair in that way as well. Tip number 1, make sure that you take care of your roots. So they need stimulation, so if you put on oils, for instance, if you put on hair, what do they call them, hair food, so it's like an oily-ish buttery kind of thing, and you put them on your scalp, make sure just to stimulate the growth. Okay, rub it in, don't just like I'm putting it on the lines, just rub it in gently with your fingers, rub it in, and with that you're stimulating the growth so that your hair can grow. And one thing, I think winter's a time where your hair just recoups, and so you just tuck it away, and it recoups. So a nice thing that you could also do is just get castor oil or black Jamaican castor oil, whichever one, and you just put it on your edges. I had an instance once where one of my braids or twists came out with my hair, and I had like a little patch, and I used castor oil, and it really did help just to bring the hair back. But obviously with our styling daily, especially in the summer when we want to have our hair out, we tend sometimes to be a bit stretchy on the ends, and it pulls and tugs on it, and we just lose that part of our hair. So if you could just put on the castor oil on the edges, and it will help it grow, and also your scalp and your hair is moisturized that way. Tip number 2, you want to make sure that your ends look nice. I really wish I had a picture. If I find one, I will show you. It looked ugly. It didn't look nice. My hair really just didn't look healthy, and it just had little knots that would form at the end, and it just looked so bad. And I didn't know what to do, because I was like, okay, I need to go to work, I need to have a hairstyle, what am I going to do? And sometimes I admit I would just like pull it out, because I'm trying not to comb my hair as much, just finger detangling it. So pull it out, and it just felt really bad. It didn't look really nice. So like I said, I used cream, I had oil, I had water, I just combed my hair. I actually have this really cool brush that I got. This brush is amazing. I got this from Clicks, inexpensive. Got it from Clicks, nice small thing like that. It really helps, like just combing everything out, it just goes through nicely. done. So I really like that brush, and that's what I use to just comb everything out at the end. And then I put my hair in twists and just cut. And I know that a lot of people, when they think about cut, they're like, ah, it's trim. And I usually don't go to salons. I think I last went to a salon many years ago, probably even before I was natural. So yeah, I do it myself. So do the twists, and I mean, usually you can just tell, you know, if the hair doesn't look great, then you just snip. And don't think about it as, oh, I'm losing my hair, my length, and whatever. Trimming will help with that length, you know, because it looks really bad with the end, the split ends. But when you trim the hair, that growth that will come from the scalp just looks even better, you know. So that's what I do a few times a year, and I think it just makes the hair look amazing. So another thing with protecting your tips and making them, why do I keep saying tips? Ends. Protecting your ends. You need to make sure that you tuck it away. I'll show you a picture just now. So basically, by tucking it away, you're protecting it from the harsh weather. You know, if you think about yourself, like in winter, you're the driest, especially like your skin, you're really dry. So you just want to not have your hair out as much, you know, because it's so cold, and it just so, I mean, if you think about how painful your fingers are when they're cold, you know, it's not good for the hair at all. And if you do want to have it out, maybe not a lot, but if you do want to have it out, you want to make sure that your ends are protected, you know. So if you do have styles that are out, make sure that your ends are well oiled, well moisturized, to protect them from that harsh conditions. And also, one of the reasons why you need to tuck your hair away in winter is because we wear a lot. So right now, this is what it is, you know, but when it gets colder, you have jackets on, we have like these thick scarves on, and everything is just around you, and your hair just kind of tugs on all of that, and it splits, and all of you don't want that. And that's why it's always better to tuck it away. But it's also just giving your hair a break, you know, because we're holding it and touching it and plaiting it and styling it and all of that in the warmer seasons, that you just want to give it some time to recuperate and just grow, you know. So you do your protective hairstyles, and you just tuck everything away. So if it's just like twist outs, and then you just make sure that everything is just tucked away, you know, so just to cover all of that. It's actually pretty funny because I know in the summer and the warmer seasons, we want to make sure that our hair is always washed and clean and all of that, but winter is that time where it's like, we keep it a bit longer. You keep it a bit longer, and I mean, I don't know if you've experienced it, but with me, I've had many times that people walked up to me and they're like, oh, your hair looks so beautiful, wow, it's so nice. And I'm like, it's so dirty. What do you mean it's nice? But there's just something about that goes on, you know, that just makes your hair just look a bit more lustrous and all of that. But obviously, I'm not saying keep your hair dirty, clean the hair, but I'm just saying maybe just a bit longer. And also, what you want to do is probably, because I know I have a co-wash by Aunt Jackie, those ones would be a bit better. So you can clarify your scalp and your hair, but you want to condition it a bit more because it needs moisture, because you're going to have for instance, if you're going to have a protective style, you know, yes, you want to clean your scalp, but you want to make sure that you condition it very well, and maybe a deep conditioner would even work better because, you know, it's moisturized. And also you want to use the lock method. Just to lock everything in, so you know that when you're sealing, you put in your moisture, you seal it, and you know that it's also moisturized from the deep conditioner, and you just do your protective hairstyle and you keep it as is. And your hair's tucked away, your hair's growing, your hair's gonna flourish by the time spring comes, yay. So the thing is, I think what you also need to do is know more about your hair, you know what it reacts to, because when I had those knot things, I was wondering, like, what am I using, what's making it look like this, you know. So it's always better to know your hair, know what it likes, know what it doesn't like, and work from there, you know, how much oil it takes, how much oil it doesn't take, because some people like thick oils, their hair likes thick oils, and other people it's just like no. So it's always great to know what your hair likes. So I think like a 2.1, rather have protective hairstyles. So make sure that your ends are trimmed, yes. Make sure that if you want your hair to be out in the cold season, that you do seal it well at the end so that it doesn't get dry and brittle. But also the best thing to do is to get a protective style. So it could be braids and faux locks and that kind of stuff because your hair is tucked away. But you could also do your own thing, your mini twists and all of that stuff, just to always make sure that your hair's covered. Yeah. Tip number 3. Make sure that your hair is moisturized. Moisture. It's like the winter season is like being a camel in the desert. You need to take in more. So by the time it runs out, you want to make sure that you have reserves so that your hair can just use that, you know. So that's why it's really important to moisturize. And like I said before, you need to make sure that you deep condition your hair, and with great nourishing conditioners. I use one by Afro Botanics, and I really also like the one by what is it, Organics or Originals, I'm not sure, but it's like a mayonnaise one. I love that one, 2 bits as well. So those are really great. Make sure you deep condition a bit more and condition a bit, generally deep condition or deep condition a bit more than you usually would, because your hair will really need it. Yeah, and I think one of the things that I also just need to share is that what you put in your body is also really important. Not taking in all of those kinds of food really starving your hair, you're starving your nails, you're starving your skin, you know, and they don't look nice, they don't glow because of that, you know. So as much as you can use really great products that can help you get really great hair, you need to make sure that the food that you put in as well is also very healthy food, and it will help with you getting really luscious and beautiful hair. Yeah, winter's coming. It's coming quick. I mean, it's only May. Actually, it's not in April. It's so cold in April, but it's here. And I believe that, look, if you want great hair, it does take effort, but you need to get to know, like I said before, you need to get to know your hair, and you need to give it time, you know, and figure it out. I've had the scissor whisper in my ear, like, got it. I still feel like I want to, and it's not because I feel like my hair is looking horrible or anything. It's just I really like shorter hair. But give your hair a chance, you know. Figure it out, try things out. It's a lot of work, just because I mean at the end you're like, oh, so much money, do I really need to be doing all of this? It's a lot of work. Why do I need to try? Can't I just use what that other person uses? You know, and no, you can't. You know, you need to use products that work best for you. And sometimes you might find a brand. I've seen this, experienced this a lot, where it's a whole brand, like shampoo, conditioner, all of that, and you might find that the shampoo works better for you than the oil, or the conditioner works better for you than the cream, or something like that, you know. So if you really want to have a successful hair journey, you need to get to know your hair, what it likes, what it doesn't like, how it reacts to certain things, and what works, what doesn't work for you specifically. Not, oh, that person's hair looks great because they used Cantu, so I'm gonna use. No, yes, it might work for you, but don't be guaranteed that yes, because that person used Cantu and their hair is amazing, mine's gonna be. You need to take in the time. Your hair is beautiful. Everybody's hair is beautiful, and everybody's hair can look fantastically amazing if we put in the effort and if we give it the time, you know. So this is crunch time. It's a challenge, you know. I know Earthy usually has like it's a 90-day challenge, so 30 it's 3 months of the year where you're taking care of your hair, where you're nourishing it, where you're tucking it away, protecting it from the cold weather, so that by the time September comes, Yeah. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you for the support. I hope you will like and comment down below. Let me know what works for you in winter and what doesn't work for you in winter. And if you need advice, comments, and I will either help or someone else will help you with it. And yeah, I can't wait to see how your hair is gonna look, guys, in spring, when spring comes along. So thank you very much. I hope you have a sparkly, fabulous day, darling. Bye.